Hey there guys, Jake here, and I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded another video, but I've actually moved into a new apartment, which I'm currently filming in. And yeah, there's been a lot happening, and I've just been thinking about how I can best create content for you guys on a regular basis to actually provide you value, so I'm not just uploading junk that no one actually gives a shit about. I'm going to be talking quickly today about your expectations when it comes to what you can do with your body. Now, I was literally just talking to one of my clients this morning about this topic, and it was one of my female clients, and she was talking about how she was scrolling through Instagram, talking about how she's been seeing all these different girls posting photos of themselves, really looking really lean, in their bikinis, whatever. And it got me thinking of how many of us fall into this trap of we see someone that we like the look of on social media and we think, shit, I'll be so happy when I can just look like them. Now, there's a few problems with that sort of thinking. And the first thing that I'd like to say about it is the perhaps unfortunate fact is you probably will never look like that person that you idolize on social media. Now, that's not to say you can't get to a point of ridiculously shreddedness, if that's even a word, or good muscle size, because you 100% can. But it's important to understand that your body will never look exactly the same as someone else's. We've all got different limb lengths, different muscle belly lengths, different attachments, insertions, and that's all going to affect the way that our bodies look at a certain amount of muscle or a certain leanness. If the person you idolize is 6'4" and you're only 5'8", well, unfortunately, you're going to look pretty different, even if you were the exact same weight and potentially leanness as them. Now, with that in mind, it's then important to understand what else goes into these kinds of photos that we see on Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media app that you use most regularly. That is that a lot of these photos that we're seeing are highly curated. That means they're highly edited. And whilst there's nothing wrong with that, it can paint this picture of what is possible for someone to look like without actually doing all the same work or putting in those hours and hours and years of hard work into their bodies. If you do put years and years of work into your body, you 100% can look fantastic, but it's also about the angles, the lighting, the clothing that these people are wearing, and important to understand that they don't look like that all day, every day. If you were to see them, just getting out of bed, I guarantee they probably look very different to what they actually post on their feed. And another thing that I was talking to this client about was that it's good to see a lot of influencers shifting away from this need for perfection in their feeds and creating a more realistic understanding of what they look like in reality, I guess, versus when they're done up doing a photo shoot and all that kind of thing. Because obviously there's a huge difference in that for most people, but what a lot of us don't understand is that truth when all that some influencers are posting are their perfect, idealistic kind of photos and content. And it creates that sort of disconnect between what we think is really possible to have all year round or all day long, as an example. So that is something that I think is really important to understand, is that one, we're all unique, we're all different. I'll never look like you, you'll probably never look like me. Just because we're all different, we're all put together differently. You definitely can get massive with muscle or super shredded with the right dieting, but it does take years and years of dedication and consistency when it comes to your training to build that muscle up, and then weeks or months potentially of dieting down to get to that leanness that you might see a lot of these influencers that they have. And it's also important to understand that they probably don't look like that all year round, because being super duper shredded does actually suck, because you lose your energy, you lose your I guess it's hard to stay motivated when you're in such a calorie deficit, and you lose your libido. It all sorts of things come at this price of being super duper shredded. So don't necessarily strive towards that. You can be at a relative level of leanness and still avoid a lot of these adverse effects, but just understand that they do come with that. So it's not necessarily something that is as enticing as it may look on social media. I think I'll leave it there, guys. I'll probably do a little walkthrough of the apartment, just kind of show you guys what it looks like as well, and look forward to a lot more content based around bulking, as that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'll be doing that for the next few months, probably until the end of the year, as I'm moving towards the next physique competition that I plan to be competing in, probably sometime around May next year. So look forward to all kinds of content around that, and I'll see you guys real soon. Okay, so a little walkthrough now. First, inside this door is our little study nook, which is really cool, where I do my laptop work and things. If we come through here, you'll see a little walkway into our living area, and cute little kitchen here, fridge in that cupboard, kitchen table, nice TV, and here's our outdoor area here, which is pretty sweet. Probably do a little bit of tanning here in the summertime. Set up a little outdoor area. Come around here, we've got our little bathroom. What's up? Shower. Laundry, if you want to call it that. Got the essentials. And bedroom. Complete with girlfriend. And there you have it, guys. That is my new apartment. And yeah, look forward to more content coming real soon. Oh, hey, it's me again. And if you like what you see, why not give me a subscribe and just see what happens.